Hello, I'm Sandra Lee with MiracleInspirations.com and the Breathe Life's Inspirations blog. Today I am talking about how we can attract our perfect opportunities to contribute. Ultimately, everyone wants to make a difference. We all want to help people. But a lot of people do not know how to go about doing that. They don't know what they have to offer that anybody might want. Some people don't know what they're good at. And even if people do know they have something to offer that other people will want, they don't know how to go about finding people. So today I'm going to talk about that. Before I go farther, I want to have you start thinking about a couple of questions. What happens in your life over and over and over again? What circumstances come up repeatedly? That might be an indication of something you are good at. Another question. Do friends and family come to you and ask you questions? Ask for help? What do they ask you for help with? Again, that might be another area where you have some skills that you contribute. Here's another one. What do you love doing? What are you passionate about? What would you do even if nobody else ever notices? And then one more, of course, what are you good at? What do you know that you are good at? So those are some good questions for you to look at and study and look, what might I be able to contribute that's indicated to me by these areas of my life that I'm looking at. So I'm going to talk about my life a little bit, and then I'm going to talk about human design as examples of this. So in my life, there are a lot of things that I'm good at. I received a tremendous amount of training, and so I am out there serving people actively through those things that I know that I received training in. I've been doing massage therapy for 28 years and helping people with that. So people out there knowing that that's what I do and that's what I'm good at, they come to me for that. So there is something that I have purposely developed skills around, things that I am good at, things that I'm even known for out there in the community, and people are attracted to me for what I offer. It's a pretty obvious example. But let's look at some other examples that are less obvious. What about people who have a job? Obviously, someone is paying them to do that job. So there must be something that they are good at within that job. It might not necessarily be what they really want to be doing to contribute. So many people I have talked with who have a job and wish they could be doing something else. Something that they feel makes a bigger difference. A bigger contribution that they themselves feel drawn to make. So what in that job might be skills that they could contribute? Here's an example from my life. I used to be a secretary, basically, working in an office, a government office, doing clerical work. In addition to doing secretary-type letters, I also worked with word processing and documents with graphics and things like that. So when it came time to leave my job, one of the things that I wound up continuing to do was getting into doing some graphics. A lot of my business cards I made on my own. I designed them on my own. And I write documents and make them look nice, because one of the things I really specialized in when I was in that government job working with documents was I really cared about making them look right, look attractive, have accurate information, of course, but also to look presentable, the graphics of things. So taking those skills out into my own work, I certainly do a certain amount of writing, but I also really like making things look right, look just so, arranging a document in a certain way so that it looks nice, so it's attractive, so people want to use it. But if you had skills in your job, like I had skills in my job, that I could bring out into my own independent efforts, what might yours be? Had I decided I wanted to develop my graphic arts abilities further, I could have done that. I chose not to, but I could have. What could that be for you? When you are doing it on your own, it might not look the same as it does in the job. You might pull some of these skills out and use them in a completely different arena. So for example, if I wanted to use my Bill's skills in working with documents, for example, to work for an environmental organization, I could have done that. And I could have felt like I was making a contribution in a different way. So what skills might you have from your job or from whatever it is you're doing that you could put into making a contribution? Here's another. So what do people ask you for help with? And how might you contribute that way? Obvious example for me is people ask me about food and nutrition and health. Now it's obvious that I am working in that arena because of the work that I do during massage therapy, but also because I actively contribute to people through what I do with videos, Facebook Live, YouTube, and this blog. I am contributing to people, I am helping people through something that I have a lot of understanding about, and people ask me questions about that. What do people ask you for help with? What do people ask you for questions you can help them with? That might be a way that you can contribute. And then, of course, there's passions. So many people are passionate about gardening. How could they possibly turn that into a way of contributing to other people? Thinking about the farmer's market. I go to the farmer's market every week here, and there's a whole range of farmers. Many of those people have regular jobs that pay the bills, but they have a passion for working with food, working with the land, and working with plants. And then taking the fruit of their labors and contributing to other people's health and nutrition with it. And getting some money in return, certainly. So they get both. They feel like they're contributing to the health, to earth, to people. They enjoy their time with the land, and they make some money as well. Certainly it's also possible to have that be enough to pay the bills, but that's a little bit bigger of an endeavor, but it's certainly possible. So that's what you're passionate about. And then obviously things that you're good at. So that's addressing those questions there. Now let's do a little bit of human design here. Human design is a chart system based on where the planets were at the time that I was born, for me, that tells me what I'm good at and things I might have challenges with, things I might be here trying to learn. My chart broadcasts out into the world who I am, what I'm good at, and what I am coming here to learn. And it attracts to me opportunities to give my gifts and to learn my lessons and to have the experiences I'm coming here to have. My chart beams out and it attracts back to me. We're going to talk about this more next week and talk more about human design and how we can become consistent with our human design in an effort to make a bigger difference. Thank you for watching. I am Sandra Lee with MiracleInspirations.com and the free Life's Inspirations blog, talking about how can you attract your perfect opportunities to contribute. Part 1. What can you do to love yourself today? And how can you contribute to others and express your love for people through what you do? Breathe. Thank you.